Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again, and it's time for the Thursday banger. It's time for the Thursday banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the Thursday banger, and I got one. I keep a banger. But like I always say, before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5, everybody that's out there with their own business, working hard, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning times, man. I promise y'all, there's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I just need y'all to do one thing though, and that's just stay out the way from me, man. That's it. And we're gonna stay out the way, man, because we have to, man. We have to stay out the way. We definitely have to stay out the way, man, because it doesn't make sense, man. Getting ourselves in trouble, leaving our family, leaving the people that love us the most, man, just leaving our freedom, man. Like everything counts right now, man. Like, especially you somebody in your 30s, like you somebody in your early 40s, or you somebody in your late 20s, or somebody in your early 20s, man. It don't make sense to leave your situation to go live in a jail cell with a bunch of dudes right now, man. It makes sense to kind of turn your life around if you out there doing the wrong thing, because I'm letting you know now, everybody that's out there doing the wrong thing, man, the people always come back for you, man. They always do. It might take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, but you're going to do a bid. It's in the journey if you out there getting in trouble, man. This ain't the movies where dudes get away. Dudes don't even get away with it in the movies. So what makes you think you're going to get away with it, man? Change your life around, man. Do something else, because if you don't, man, you're going to find yourself behind bars, man. So you must learn how to stay out the way, man. You have to, man. You must have to learn how to stay out the way, period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a Thursday banger. So what I need y'all to do with this one, like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Minds. Part 1. Crazy story right here, man. But in penitentiary, like, anything goes, man. Anything goes, man. You must be on point. And you must not be somebody that's going to be weak enough to let a situation, like if somebody owning your life happens, man. Like, you got to know how to move better. You got to learn how to not put yourself in situations. You must learn how to do these things if you're on your way to prison, man. Because if you're on your way to prison and you don't know nothing about these rules and you don't know nothing about these people, these terminators, these maniacs, these predators, everybody that's waiting on you to come off that bus, you're going to be lost, man. There are going to be people waiting on you, man, to try to do whatever they want, man. They're going to smell weakness. They can see weakness. They can sense the weakness on you. They can see it from looking at your tennis shoes, man. Don't ask me how. I'm letting you know now, man. People are waiting for weakness just to emerge by anything from you, man. And once they see weakness, man, they're coming. They're coming to see what they can get out of you, man, regardless if it's your cheeks or some money or whatever the case, man. So you got to be on point in penitentiary, man. Penitentiary is dangerous. That's why I never want y'all to come. So with that being said, we are on Susses 2 for this, y'all. We are on Susses 2. I can remember being in 4B for this one, y'all. And 4B pod was kind of like a normal pod. It was like a normal pod around this time. Like, I wasn't in this pod long. Like, I didn't stay a year. Sometimes I'll be in a pod for like a year or something like that, boy. Or maybe less. It depends if you go to the hole. But like, majority of the times, I'm never trying to go to the hole. So like, I was going to the hole probably just for the dirty urine game or something like that. But other than that, I'm staying a long period of time in the pod. So this is my third pod in 4 building I have been in. I'm in 4B now. Now, since I've been in 4B, I have seen a lot of crazy things, man, like since I've been in there. But for the most part, I'm cool because I'm in there with the Norfolk bar. Now, the dudes that I'm rocking with from Norfolk, it's like 2 of them that I'm rocking with from Norfolk, man. And for real, it was 3. It was 3 dudes that I was really rocking with from Norfolk, man. But one of them kind of stopped really kind of like, it was like he had a moment in his mind where he just felt like he had to fall back from what he was doing. Now, we gonna call this dude Pooh I'm talking about, man. Now, Pooh was from the town, like I'm telling y'all, man. He was one of the dudes that we was running with, you know what I mean? It was 2 other guys I was running with from the town. And then Pooh, you know what I mean? Now Pooh was like the oldest one of all of us, you know what I mean? Pooh was the one that kind of was down longer than all of us, you know what I mean? Like I was down going on about 6, you know what I mean? My other homeboy was down going on about 3, my other homeboy was down going about 4, but Pooh was down going on about 10. You know what I mean? So Pooh was down already before us. He was a little bit more seasoned of everything that was going on. Now, the whole time that I was in 4B, the only thing Pooh used to do, man, was really chase the la-la and just gamble. That's all he really wanted to do. He wasn't nobody that was from our town that was pushing wreck at nobody. Like he was like, you know what I mean? Like a straight troublemaker or nothing like that. But for real, he has been to another camp before he's been to Sussex too. Like I say, he's been the one that's been down longer than us. So that's all he really did. You know, he kind of like got me playing the parlay even heavier than I used to play. And, you know, we gambled in there, chased the la-la. You know, at the time, I didn't get no package when I was in 4B. I didn't get not one package when I was in there. So like, if anything, I'm buying something if I want it, you know what I mean? But at the particular moment, we ain't doing nothing but chasing the la-la, gambling, just chilling, man. We just bidding. That's the only type of time we on, man. So like everything was going smooth with us, man. Everything was straight. Pooh was being who he was, you know what I mean? Every now and then, Pooh will run his tab up, gambling, you know what I mean? Sometimes he'll get late. Like it's like Pooh been in the part a while. Like I told y'all, he been bitten for a minute. So like he the type of dude, like, you know, he wasn't a little dude either. He kind of was a kind of tall dude, kind of stocky dude, brown skinned dude, you know what I mean? He ain't really work out like that, but he just had like natural size to him a little bit. But like for real, he just think that since he know dudes or whatever the case that he can go gamble. And sometimes he will win, but when he lose, like he wouldn't really have all the money. So when he wouldn't have all the money, it'll be a situation where like it'll get talked out for the most part. You know what I mean? But he'll probably owe some more on commissary, or he'll really be mad that he can't really gamble no more because now he gotta wait till he paid all the tab off before he play again. So I would say that Pooh had like a slight gambling problem, man. But for the most part, a lot of people did in penitentiary, y'all. We in there doing a bid, you know what I mean? Like you got to kind of stay occupied in that jank, man. So you got to find something to do. That's why I picked chasing the package, man. Pause, because like that kind of gave me something to do. Like that junk was like, I need to make this happen. You got to find whatever it is in there, man. You know what I mean? It'll kind of make your time go by, man, and your bid will go smooth. So I ain't even gonna lie, like for real, like Pooh, me and him wasn't as tight as I was with my other homeboy, you know what I mean? But Pooh would come around, you know what I mean? We'll make meals together. He'll be on the yard with us, you know what I mean? He knew a lot of dudes from the town. Like I said, he been down a little longer than us, you know what I mean? So he definitely knew the old timers that was on Sussex with us. Like he knew people. So like me and him didn't kick it a lot, but we still was all right. Like if something go down in there, I'ma definitely rock with bro, you know what I mean? Like it was that type of party. So I don't know what had happened. Man. But I remember one day, they had called him to the council office, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, I didn't know what happened at the moment. So when he came back from the council office, which was like an hour and a half later, usually the counselor will come see you in our pod. But they called him. They said, I heard when they called bro on the intercom and told him the counselor wanted to see him downstairs. So when he finally came back, like bro was sick. Bro was sick, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like he went straight in the cell. He slept in cell 3, man. Bro went sent straight in the cell, man. And his roommate came out like he wanted to give him some space, man. Like, bro put the cut up, man, just was in that joint. So when his roommate came out, we was asking his roommate, like, yo, everything good? What's up with Pooh? Everything straight? He was like, man, I think somebody passed in his family. He was like, he didn't tell me who. So he like, yo, that's crazy. You know, like I told y'all, that'd be the worst news to get from anybody. You know what I mean? Like when you locked up, like that news, man, God bless, I didn't get that news, man. But when dudes get that news, I have seen it, man. Like it's a bad feeling, man. That's another reason you should never put yourself in jail or prison, because getting that news in prison or jail, man, is a different situation you don't want to put yourself in, because I have seen dudes go through it to almost to the point where they ready to take themselves out. Like they can't take it, man. It's crazy in there like that, man. So like bro went in the cell, put the cut up, and he ain't come back out for a minute, y'all. So boom. So we all standing there, we was just waiting because we already knew it was bad news that he had gotten, but we just don't know what the bad news is, man. So the lady ended up saying stand by for lunch. So he had to put the cut down anyway. So he finally put the cut down. So the door opened up. So when the door opened up, his roommate went in there. I told you he in cell 3. So like it's right there on the book. You can see it. Like he right there. So he was sitting on the box. So my old homeboy walked in there like, you going to eat, Pooh? And he got up, he grabbed his coat. He was like, yeah, I'm going to eat. He come out in the pod and we all right there by his cell. He was like, what's up? He tell us, man. He was like, man, his grandma passed, man. You know what I mean? Like his grandma kind of raised him. You know what I mean? His grandma was there because his mom never was there. His dad never was there. So his grandma was the one that raised him. And of course, he wasn't old, but you know, his grandma was older. You know what I mean? So she passed, man. So he was sick about it. He was sick about it. I ain't gonna lie. Like the whole walk the child, like it was affecting him, man. Like he kind of didn't, you know what I mean? He kind of didn't want talking. We was doing all the talking. He was like a blank, and we was talking to him. And like I said, I seen dudes take that when somebody passed. You know what I mean? I seen how they take it in prison. It's a bad thing, man. So like he taking it like he just being silent. We talking to him, bro. It'll be all right, bro. You gonna be all right, man. You know what I mean? We trying to make sure he's straight. So we come back from the child hall. Usually, bro will go down there and play poker, or he'll do something, get this parlay ticket right, or you know what I mean, try to find some la. Like that usually be the routine. Bro go straight back in the room and just laid it down, man. You know what I mean? So like they didn't let him go to the funeral. They didn't let him go to the funeral either, man. So I'll say like after like a week or two went by, kind of like he's still the same way. He's not gambling no more. He's not messing with the la. We asked him, is he trying to mess with the la? He ain't messing with the la. He ain't doing none of that. It's like he cut everything off. So bro had just stopped doing everything, you know what I mean, after his grandma passed, man. So like it kind of felt like he cut us off. But he really didn't cut us off because we knew where he was going to. Like, when he see us, he was like, oh, what's up? He'll speak, but it wouldn't be like, normal, what's good, bro? Like, he fell back. You know what I mean? For his particular reasons. Like, I didn't know why he fell back. Y'all was up to him, man. So, boom. Now, I was cool with him falling back because the less friends, the better in there. I don't care where you from, man. You know, I had rock with him, but the less stuff you got to worry about, the better, man. So, like, with him falling back through the times that I had been in 4B, it kind of like he just became like forgotten in my mind. Yeah, he was from Norfolk, but he just was in the pod. So the whole time that this was going on, it's been a little Dungeons and Dragons team that used to always be over in the little back corner. They used to be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Now, it used to be 2 white dudes and 2 black dudes at first. And then as time went on, I was in there for probably 2-3 months. It was another 2 black dudes. So now it's like 4 black dudes, 2 white dudes. Now all they do is sit, they sit all the way in the corner, like by the back door, by the work, by the where the chemicals at. They way back there and they playing Dungeons and Dragons. Now, everybody who don't know Dungeons and Dragons, like I got a story about Dungeons and Dragons. Go back and run that back if you haven't heard it. But Dungeons and Dragons is a game that's kind of like people was playing in penitentiary, and it was like they kind of made like they made it like real life. Like they turned it whatever they got. I never played it. But all I know is they make whatever they're doing, they trying to turn it into real life. So whatever they say do, if you're doing it part of the game, you have to do. Like they took that game serious, man, long story short. So like they had a little mob back there that used to do it. So through the time of Pooh just falling back, like never really, like not coming around like that no more for like a month. You know what I mean? It's like he was forgotten. Like he was all right, he was in there. But it's like after a while, I noticed that he was over there. You know what I mean? And I saw it, I'm like, and I remember when I first seen it. When I first seen it, it was crazy. I come out my cell, I look, because I slept in cell 39. So I'm coming out of 39, the steps is right there. I'm coming down the steps, I'm like they right in front of me. As I'm coming down the steps, I'm like, see, bro, I'm like, he's sitting Indian style, he over there in the corner, they got the joints, he listening and learning, you know what I mean? He listening and learning. So like, it was crazy, like just say, I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy. That was the way I first seen it, you know what I mean? So like time went on, he kept playing it, man. Time went on, he kept playing it, man. Like for real, he played it to a point where like 2 months then went by. Like he's somebody that's in the pod with us. Like I told you, he's from the town, but after his grandma had passed, he never was the same again. So like now he's over at the Dungeons and Dragons. Like so he might have felt like that's what he needed to do. That's what he's always wanted to do. And he probably thought we was gonna judge him. At the end of the day, I didn't care. But this is where he's at. He's down there playing Dungeons and Dragons for months. So now one of the black dudes that used to be down there that was kind of like the leader, he ended up getting transferred. So now he became like the second black dude over there that was kind of like the top black dude. So he has been over there so long, he has mastered this joint. And the reason why I tell y'all that he mastered this joint, man, because Pooh was in the cell with an old dude that used to work with my roommate. Now, my roommate, he used to work, but he'll come out and after he clean up and clean the showers on night shift, he'll go take his shower, then he'll come back. Now, he was from Richmond. Pooh was from Norfolk, but his celly was from Richmond. So his celly used to work too. So after his celly would work, my celly would come back in the cell, but he'll have our tray slot open. Then the dude would come and just stand out, sit down, like kneel down at our tray slot or sit down at our door, and he'll just be talking to my roommate. So he learned, got cool with me as the time been on it. I was his roommate. So he talk in front of me. So, you know, I'm not really listening. Sometimes he'll involve me and we'll talk, but he got the tray slot open. So he telling my roommate, he's like, man, that's crazy, man. He was like, look, he's like, man, your homeboy done came the top wizard over there at the Dungeons and Dragons table, Weezy. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, your homeboy. I'm like, I'm trying to play like I don't know who he talking. I'm like, who? He's talking, Pooh, you know what I'm talking about by selling. I'm like, what do you mean the top wizard? He like, man, he the top of the top. He the top of the food chain. Now he said he made it to the top of the food chain. He said that's what they call it in the game when you like when you the leader, when you the top. I said the top of the food chain. He was like, man told me he at the top of the food chain, Weezy. So I'm saying what's the prize for it? Like what he was like, the prize is that he's in charge. That's the prize. He said he got everybody. He said that's what he wanted. He wanted it like that. So I'm like, man, this is wild. Like I never knew the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. I never knew nothing like that. You know what I mean? But my roommate tripping about the jump. He tripping. You know what I mean? He like, man, your homeboy crazy, shawty. Your homeboy. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. I'm like, he the wizard. He like, man, I'm telling you, man, he be coming in the cell super happy, bro, and ready for the doors to pop. He's like, he don't give a care about nothing else. He said he barely sleep. All he can do, all he be doing is just waiting for the doors to pop so he can come out down and play. I'm like, man, that's crazy right there, man. So like I you know what I mean? He told me that. I couldn't really think too much into it. But like at the end of the day, I just let it go. So you know what I mean? When we come back out the next day, when we go to breakfast, I'm telling my other homeboy that used to be with us, you know what I mean? When we all Pooh used to be coming around, I'm like, yo, say word, they say Pooh like in charge of the Dungeons and Dragons. My homeboy was like, yo, bro, I see him, bro. He's like, he's serious. He was like, you ain't see him? They made a hat for him. Something like a hat. He was like, yeah, look, bro, they made a hat out of cardboard, bro. I was like, man, get out. He said, man, you know the cardboard that the toilet paper come in. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know I'm supposed to have that. He was like, bro, they made a hat for him. So when I looked, like it was sitting beside him. And then like out of nowhere, as it was sitting, I seen it sitting over there like a piece of cardboard cut up and looked nice. And then as he moved over, he got up from sitting down. I seen Pooh get up from sitting down. He got up and he was like, he put the hat on and he did like this. He pointed at the white dude and he pointed at the black dude. And next thing I know, the black dude and the white dude was sitting beside each other like they was in elementary school. I was like, bro, he got a hat. And then he was like, he ain't gonna wear it a lot though because the people gonna be on him. He took the hat off. He was like, he put the hat back on the ground. I was like, this dude, what's going on with this Dungeons and Dragons game, man? This is crazy right here. He like, bro, I told you, bro, he in charge. So me and my homeboy, we like, yo, this is wild. Like this, you know what I mean? We couldn't believe it. So we ain't pay that no mind either. Now we go to Child, we come back. You know what I mean? It's 2 o'clock rec game. We about to go outside for 2 o'clock rec. So we got the ball field. We go outside for 2 o'clock rec. It's probably like November outside. So it's a little chilly. You gotta have a little jacket, but we outside. They will go out and play Dungeons and Dragons. Like they will play inside, or they will call it playing outdoors. Like the way you play outdoors is kind of like they ain't gonna bring all the pieces and all that, like the board game and all that. No, you just gonna have to fulfill what you're supposed to be doing for these people that owns you in this game when you're outside. Like that makes the game real, if that makes sense, man. Like this is what I was told. I never played, but this is how I just was told what this game is, man. So they outside. So this is the time we got 2 o'clock rec. So we on the yard. You know what I mean? Goddamn, we out the jump, man. I'm walking laps with my homeboy. So we gotta walk like 3 laps. When we get kind of like by, you know what I mean, back where our building is at, because we walking, we'll pass 2 buildings and all that. We'll come back around. We get kind of like back where our building was at. We walking past the gate. We walking, I look. All I see Pooh. Pooh got this little string. He got like a piece of it. It looked like some sheet string. That's what it looked like. It didn't look like rope or a shoestring. It looked like sheep string. Like you got to pull the stems up. Like, you know, real thin, like really thin sheep skin. Like that's what it looked like, man. Like some sheep thread, man. It looked like some real thin sheep thread. So like I see the junk on his finger, but I see it extending a little bit. And as I see where it extends to, I look. The joint is wrapped around like the little white dude loop of his belt. It's wrapped around like the loop of his belt. I'm looking, I'm like, and the white dude walking, the white dude looked like he was mixed. Like he was not mixed, but he could be mixed with Puerto Rican and white, like, but it wasn't black. But he looked like he had something else in him, but you could tell, like from his hairdo, he walking, he like, and it's like he don't want nobody to see him, but it's kind of like the thread is so thin. He walked over here, he was like, as he walked further through, the thread started extending from bro's finger. And it was still, he had like a hold on it, and he got close, he was like, and the thread stopped, he was like, he looked back at Pooh was like, Pooh did a jump like that, me and my homeboy, I was like, oh, my homeboy was like, you see that? I'm like, yeah, we hit the fence like this. Pooh was like, he grabbed the thread, he was like he struck it, he was like, dude was like, I said, man, he got a human horse and carriage game, y'all, so boom. I didn't know what to expect, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the fence like this. I was like, what the heck? That job was crazy. My homeboy was like, man, what are you doing? What's wrong with Pooh, man? He wild. I'm gonna say something about that. What he got going on? He got a dude on a piece of thread. What he got going on, Weezy? I'm like, bro, dudes from the town on this fence. They're like, yo, what's up with Pooh, man? He all right? No. It's like, yo, he wilding right now. I'm like, yo, this is nuts. He got the man on the thread game. So we go back in the pod. Pooh in there. No more thread. They get back to sit down, everybody. Oh, well, hey, Pooh. He's sitting down. He don't even like to be disturbed when he playing that joint. Like, yo, Pooh. He like, what? He was like, my homeboy was like, damn, man, let me holler at you, man. Your name's still Pooh, right? He was like, he looked at all the people around the circle. He was like, he pushed his hat towards like the black dude, like, watch my hat type shit. Like, he moved the hat over there. He got up. He was like, he walked over to my homeboy. My homeboy was like, they in the middle of the podcast. He's like, look, what's up with you, bro? What you shake, round and rolling now? Why you got the white boy on thread for? What's good with you? He like, shake, round and rolling. Shake, round and rolling. I don't shake, round and roll. He said, man, you got a nigga on thread. What the hell is wrong with you? He was like, man, he mines. That's why. Because he mines. We was like, what? He was like, because he mines. He got quiet with that joke because he's like, because he mines. He mines. Like, what do you mean he's yours, bro? He was like, he's mine. That's why he belonged to me. It's like, he belonged to you. He was like, man, look, he lost the game. He belonged to me forever. Like, I'm his owner. That's how we play. So I ain't shaped, round and rolling, but he belongs to me. I own him. He was like, watch this. Watch this. He called the dude name. We gonna call dude Cortez. He was like, Cortez. He got up like this. Cortez, I promise you, he was sitting over by the joint. He was like, He walked him. I was like, this man was like, he was like, do a lap like that around the pod. He was like, he looked at him like, man, please don't make me do it. He was like, do a lap around the pod. He was like, dude's like, yo. The lady in the booth like, he going around the pod. He like, yo, what? He come back around. He's super tired. This man just did some fake beanbag hops without a beanbag. Man, I'm telling you, man, I know he tired. He come back around. He was like, Pooh was like, he did like this. He was like, he got lower. I paused. He was like, Pooh was like, he hit his head harder. He was like, he sat all the way down like a real animal. He was like, Pooh was like, calm down. The lady from the booth said, I don't know what y'all doing back there, but y'all better stop horseplaying if I write y'all up for Pooh. She couldn't even believe it. She was like, he did like this. He was like, he got up here. He told him to go back over there. He got up. He was like, I said, this shit crazy. My homeboy was like, yo, what the fuck you mean, bro? You better chill out before you go to the hole. He was like, nigga, we playing Dungeons and Dragons, man. What you talking about, man? He was like, damn, what's up, man? Since we on the topic, why you don't fuck with us like that no more? Why you ain't even fucking with us like that no more? He was like, cuz, I found my new family. I found my grandma died. I found my new family. This is my family right here. I'm starting a family. My homeboy was like, yo, man. I was like, look, I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I promise y'all I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, yo, look, bro. I said, man, listen, you ain't starting no family with that game, bro. I said, you getting too deep with that game, bro. I said, come on, Pooh, man. Like, come back to life, bro. He was like, nah, bro. And, bro, like, for real, I'll talk to y'all, but for 12 hours, bro, I'm king, bro. They call me king. So I'm going back, bro. He was like, you going back? He was like, I'm going back. So my homeboy was like, man, this letter, I was like, man, I'm done. What you want me to say to this man? I was like, yo, bro, be careful about fucking talking about that dude, yours and all that shit. He was like, he mine, Weezy. He mine. He mine, bro. He was serious as a bitch. He was like, yeah, he mine, bro. Walked away game, y'all. So boom. I said, oh, shit. You know, my homeboy did like, yo, I don't know if he shake, round and rolling. You can't change this, man. But at the end of the day, man, like, for real, man, like it is what it is. He's too far ahead in that game. He just made a nigga do bunny hops all around the damn pod. Couldn't believe that shit, man. The dude, Cortez, he's fucking out there, man. Like, this man is saying he's owned him in front of the whole pod. He's mines, all these maniac words. I couldn't believe this shit. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I couldn't believe this shit. This shit was wild. This was wild style right here, man. That this man really had somebody that he felt that he owned, man. Like, just imagine that, man. You in penitentiary and the dude say he owned you. But the dude, Cortez, is going for it. He ain't complaining about this position. He in that bitch bunny hopping and sitting down and falling down like a fucking cat. Like he a house dog. He doing all type of maniac shit, man, because that game brainwash you, man. And right now, those dudes be playing that game and they be feeling like everything is in real life because that's all they got, man. They in there doing time. People find ways to do their time. There's all type of different ways to do your time. Even if it is playing Dungeons and Dragons game, y'all. So boom. So I ain't do shit, man, but just kept watching this funny ass shit. Cause I'm like, this shit gonna keep getting funnier, man. My word, man. We in the pod. The nigga Pooh, man, he just being regular with the shit, man. Like, he ain't tripping. You know what I mean? He got the dude. He know he own the dude. The dude doing all type of shit like he own him, man. Like, he making a nigga do goddamn, man. This is my word. He put the nigga through obstacle course game. I don't know. I think he did something wrong. Like, he was being disciplined for this shit. But he put Cortez through the obstacle course, man. That man had to fucking run up the steps. Run up down this way up to the top tier. Come down the other part of the steps. Come back up. Run around this way. Go back up the steps the second time. Skipping the steps. Do the same thing going down the other way. He put the man through an obstacle course game. When this word with Cortez finished, Cortez came back. He was like, Pooh was like, the black dude had him his hat. He was like, he pointed down. Dude was like, he laid down. He was like, yeah, like a dog that was tired, that was running all day. He like a canine that had too much work to do all day. He like, niggas is like, what the fuck? This shit crazy. So like, niggas is really saying, he's really putting on showcase that how he got this dude, you know what I mean? But like I say, the way they play the game, like, it ain't no shame in this shit. You know what I mean? Pooh done made it all the way to the top within months. He done became like the leader of these people. So like, this is what's going on. People in the pod seeing it, all type of shit going on, man. So the whole time, it wasn't no dudes in there that was predators at this particular moment. But they ended up moving this one dude in the block that just came from the hole. And at first, like, he was in there for like his first week, but he saw some of this shit that's been going on, but how Pooh got this nigga. So he was like a quiet predator. So I didn't know he was a predator because he was like, probably like in his late 30s, you know what I mean? He wasn't old, you know what I mean? He wasn't on no creepy shit, but he just somebody that I knew probably was down for a little second, but he still wasn't creepy. But he's in the block now. So he's been witnessing this whole circus of shit that's been going on with this Dungeons and Dragons and Pooh and Cortez. So I guess he finally thought that he can make his move. Now, with a predator come all type of ways. A predator gonna come sneaky. A predator gonna come finessing. A predator might come straight up. Like, it depends. They got all type of different angles when they're a predator, man. So the angle that he came at, that Pooh with, I looked one day and I seen him and Pooh having a conversation. You know what I mean? So when him and Pooh was having a conversation, the Pooh slept in cell 3. The white dude Cortez slept in cell 36. The dude slept in cell 14. So I see them talking. You know what I mean? Now, this is around the time in 4 building where they doing the moves like that. They don't give a shit. You put it on paper. Roommates agree from roommates. Next thing you know, they gonna make the move. You gonna move in the cell who you want to be in because they wanted you to be compatible around this particular time. So I see him talking to the dude. So as he talking to the dude was like, yo, I don't know, man. You gonna be able to make that move like that, man? You think you could be able to make that move like that? And you heard Pooh was like, man, I can make any move happen. I can make any move happen, man. He was like, man, how you gonna make it happen there, Pooh? You can't make it happen. You can't make it happen, man. Man, next thing you know, you seen Pooh hollering at the sergeant. You know what I mean? Pooh got down, put the joint together. I don't know what he did. Man, out of nowhere, man, they come in the joint, man, after count one day, and they told 2 people they was moving. One of the people that was moving, Cortez, was moving in the cell 14 with the predator dude. And his room, and the predator dude roommate was moving in Cortez's whole room. So when Cortez seen that he was moving in the cell with this dude, immediately he got frightened. He was like, he's looking, and then you know, Pooh is in cell 3, so Pooh see this shit, he on the door. So he like, go ahead in the cell, Cortez. Go ahead in the cell. He said, go ahead in there, we'll talk later. Seen him Cortez walk over there by Pooh door. He can't cross the line because the lady be like, don't go to that door. While everybody locked down, he was like, hey man, you did this move? He was like, man, listen, you mines, ain't you? Cortez was like, I don't want to move in there. He said, man, you mines, man. The predator dude walked up. He was like, man, see, I told you, man. This one gonna work. Pooh was like, look, just move in there. I'll talk to you when we come out. Cortez was like, all right, man. That's my word. He went in there. So it was probably about 15 minutes before they let us out. So they let us out. We come out. Everybody come out. Like, Cortez, they ain't even at the Dungeons and Dragons game now, because now it's like Pooh done, you know what I mean? Pooh done went and sold this man, basically, man. Like, that's basically what he done. He has sold this man to the predator. So the predator dude, they all having a powwow. You see Pooh at his door. They at cell 14 having one big conversation. And then Cortez was like, man, I want to talk to you one-on-one. And Cortez came out. And Cortez was like, man, there's not in the rules, man, that you can do something like that. Man, I promise you, man. Pooh said, man, listen. It says in the rules, you do whatever you have to do to eat to survive. And right now, I'm not gonna be able to go to commissary for the next whole month. You know, my grandma passed away. I'm not going to commissary. So I gotta do what I gotta do to eat. He offered me a good price, and you mines, right? He said, you mines, right? Cortez was like, yes. He was like, yes, what? He was like, yes, sir. He was like, man, well, get in that damn cell then.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.